Good morning, good morning. This is Rashad Mitchell coming to you live from my YouTube channel as I continue on my part series. The week that was college football's history review, 1957 college football season. Now I'm into the month of November, week number 7, November 2nd, 1957. This is week 7. So we start with a matchup between Yale and Dartmouth, where Dartmouth, the number 20 team in the country, played Yale, and they ended in a tie, 14-14. So enjoying its first national ranking since 1949, number 20 Dartmouth jumped to a 7-0 halftime lead on quarterback Dave Bradley's deceptive double fake 33-yard touchdown pass to end Dave Moss. But Yale tied it on fullback Gene Coker's third quarter touchdown run and took lead with 150 to go in the fourth quarter on quarterback Dick Winterborough's 19-yard arrow to end Pete Riddle at the ensuing kickoff. Yale expected Big Green to fill air with passes. So Bulldogs attempted to insert defensive end John Pendexter, team's best pass rusher, but officials slapped them with misapplied illegal substitution penalty that even Dartmouth's pinch records showed was erroneous. Indians took advantage of a 15-yard jump to go 58 yards at Riley hit Moss for 18 and 17-yard passes. Then found fullback Brian Hepburn in back of the end zone with tying touchdown pass with 10 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go. Next, Penn State beat West Virginia by a score of 27-6. 27-6. As AP reported that Nittany Lions sophomore quarterback Richie Lucas, sleight of hand, had West Virginia tackling wrong ball carrier time and again. Lucas inherited a starting position when quarterback Al Jacks went down previous week against Syracuse. Halfback Andy O'Connor scored first of his 2 touchdowns to complete a 78-yard trip on first play of the second quarter for Penn State. It was followed by an extra point kick by fullback kicker Emil Caprera. Mountaineers soon forged their own touchdown on a 12-play drive that was capped by a 1-yard wedge by quarterback Mickey Trimarchi. However, when halfback kicker Whitey Mechanic was wide with his kick, Lions led 7-6 at halftime. Penn State quickly put the game away in the third quarter. It went 6-7 yards from second half kickoff to in Les Walters' 6-yard touchdown catch. And 3 minutes later, State rolled Lucas' 12-yard pass to Walters to halfback Dave Kasparian's 8-yard touchdown smash. Next, the Vanderbilt and Louisiana State matchup. Vanderbilt versus Louisiana State. Vanderbilt beat Louisiana State 7-0. Future LSU stars like halfback Billy Cannon, center linebacker Max Fugler, and halfback Johnny Robinson began to bloom, but they weren't good enough to overcome a fired up and confident Vanderbilt Commodores team that tore 77 yards downfield after opening kickoff as quarterback Boyce Smith fired 30-yard pass and halfback Tom Moore ripped for 6 and 12-yard gains before taking 3-yard touchdown pass from Smith. Elizabeth Smith halted Tigers' trot into Vandy territory with interception, so LSU's best chance to tie the game had to wait until the fourth quarter, starting from Commodore's 44-yard line. Bengals quarterback Wynn Turner hit Cannon with a 6-yard pass. Fullback Jimmy Taylor slammed for 6 yards. Cannon went for 7 yards. LSU earned a first to go at the 3-yard line, but failed primarily because guard Billy Grover shot through the slam Cannon for 7-yard loss on the third down. Then Turner was halted by defensive back Smith at the 3-yard line. Number 4, Auburn defeated number 19, Florida in a shutout, 13-0. Thwarted on a 4th down gamble at their own 26-yard line. Confident Auburn defense regained possession after allowing only 1 yard to strangle Gators. Florida, led by defensive tackle Charlie Mitchell, made stand of its own in second quarter at 1-yard line, but a 26-yard reverse run by Tigers halfback Bobby Hop brought them right back to the 5-yard line. Fullback Billy Atkins went in off left tackle Ben Preston's block standing up, fought for 6-0 lead, 2:07 before halftime. Barely more than 4 minutes into the third quarter, Auburn quarterback Lloyd Nix flung past 20 yards downfield to end Jimmy Phillips, who set out on twisting 63-yard touchdown play, 63-yard touchdown play in which at least 6 Gators had tackling range on him. So elusive was Phillips on his touchdown trip that two would-be tacklers bounced off each other. Phillips simply plowed over last Florida tackler, center linebacker Joe Wahlberg at 10-yard line on his amazing touchdown. Next was Mississippi, the 14th team in the country, beat the University of Houston 20-7 in Jacksonville, Mississippi. Cougars turned out to be tougher pride than expected after Ole Miss initial foray. Rebels quarterback Ray Brown bolted 22 yards to Houston's 6-yard line. Halfback Billy Lott bumped across for a 7-0 lead only 3:15 into the game. Although Houston would never be better than 7-7 tie, a 94-yard trip in second quarter, capped by halfback Billy Ray Dickey's touchdown catch. Cougars marched steadily to prove they belong with mighty Mississippi. Defensive end Don Williams recovered, fumbled near midfield and late in the third quarter, and it seemed to finally break Cougars' spirit as Rebels went 48 yards. So they primarily rolled Brown, and Lott runs to Brown's touchdown sneak. So quarterback Bobby Franklin tacked on insurance touchdown in last minute after Houston quarterback Paul Sweeten lost fumble at his 6-yard line. Number 16 Navy beat number 5 Notre Dame 20-6. Kalo fullback Ray Wellborn buried on Navy bench until starting fullback Dick Dagenpant was hurt, did what youngsters do. He lost mid-air fumble, which Irish halfback Dick Lynch caught and returned for a 46-yard touchdown in the first quarter. However, midshipman tackle Bob Reefsnyder broke through to block and kicker Marty Stickles' extra point try. Wellborn rebounded beautifully from his early gaffe with 112 yards on 10 carries and 2 touchdowns, rushing to key the Midi-6 win over Notre Dame in 31 tries. Wellborn scored his third touchdown on a 31-yard pass from quarterback Tom Forrester. Defensive tackle Reefsnyder, who threw key block to spring Wellborn on a 44-yard screen pass to the Irish 15-yard line, joined center linebacker Milan Momcilovic to steadfastly crimp Irish offense in the second half. So Navy defense allowed only 4 yards. So Notre Dame didn't help its own momentum much in the second quarter, as 55 yards and penalties was paced off against it. Next, got the number 12 Michigan Wolverines against the number 3 Iowa Hawkeyes, where this matchup was a result of a tie between number 12 Michigan and number 3 Iowa. 21-21 was the end result of this matchup, as tailback Jim Pace's 65-yard punt return for a touchdown poisoned interception by fullback linebacker Jim Byers. Halfback defensive back Mike Shatusky were second quarter events that helped maintain Michigan's long-standing hex over number 3 Hawkeyes, winless in intermittently played series since 1924. Earlier, Iowa star defensive tackle Alex Karras fiercely rushed quarterback Jim Van Pelt and ripped the ball from him for defensive end Jim Gibbons' recovery at Michigan 9-yard line. Returning to its misdirection wing T offense of 1956. The Hawkeyes used wing back motion to quickly pull Michigan offside. The fullback John Nocera plunged 2 yards for a 7-0 Iowa lead. So Iowa permitted only 56 yards rushing, minus 8 yards in the first half. And strong defense helped overcome a 21-7 halftime shortfall and short touchdown runs. Second half touchdown runs by fullback John Horn and quarterback Randy Duncan. So Hawks received the second half kickoff, traveled 68 yards on sweeps. Duncan's 11-yard pass to end Don Morton before Horn ran 17-yard draw play and ultimately plunged over. So Wolverines guard linebacker Marv Nyren missed tackle on Gibbons' 14-yard run, a flat pass that set up Duncan's Titans touchdown sneak in the fourth quarter. Number 6, Michigan State beat Wisconsin 21-7. Spartans' recent Butterfinger play continued as they lost 6 turnovers to Wisconsin, losers now of 3 in a row. Surprisingly, these errors barely scratched Michigan State, as it only gave up halfback Danny Lewis' 1-foot plunge for the second quarter touchdown, brief 7-7 deadline. Spartans never trailed because they held Badgers to only 53 yards rushing, sacked quarterback Sidney Williams 5 times, minus 40 yards, and forced 4 turnovers themselves. Starting Michigan State backs fullback Don Gilbert tailback Blanche Martin, and wingback Walt Kowalczyk, each powered for short touchdown run. Martin contributed game's biggest play after Wisconsin knotted it in second quarter on 11-yard advance after fullback linebacker John Hobbs recovered fumble. Martin sped 65 yards with ensuing kickoff. So Martin crashed 3 yards for permanent Spartans lead at 14-7 after pass interference penalty on Badgers halfback defensive back Bob Orton. So number 18 Colorado lost to Missouri 9-6. Colorado gained 274 yards rushing during a game played in adverse freezing mud conditions. But Buffaloes had only wingback Eddie Dove's 6-yard reverse touchdown run just before halftime to show for its strong effort. Held to 123 yards total offense, conservative Missouri earned upset when fullback Hank Coleman barged 5 yards to third quarter touchdown after Colorado tailback Bob Stransky lost the fumble in the Buffaloes territory. The tackle Bob Lee for the Tigers added to 7-6 advantage when he blocked Bison quarterback punter Boyd Dowler fourth quarter punt to earn safety. Number 1 Texas A&M defeated number 11 Arkansas a score of 7-6 as America fought nationwide flu epidemic late in 1957. America fought nationwide flu epidemic late in 1957. An Asian bug had reached Fayetteville just prior to Razorbacks' homecoming Saturday. Happily, dozens of Arkansas Razorbacks had recovered in time. Still, number 1 Aggies, undefeated in 16 straight games, were able to use their flu-free but banged-up clutch halfback defensive back John David Crow to power on ground for 24 carries, 116 yards, and a touchdown, and make game-saving goal line interception in dying moments. Arkansas managed on its opening series to score first touchdown permitted by Texas A&M in conference play so far in 1957. Polk's second unit fought 46 yards to quarterback Don Christian's first quarter touchdown buck. A fullback kicker Gerald Nesbitt missed extra point kick as A&M pieced together a 74-yard drive, and at its finish, Crow scored on a 12-yard touchdown run in second quarter. So halfback kicker Lloyd Taylor nailed kick for 7-6 edge. Arkansas controlled play in the second half, reaching 5-yard line midway in the fourth quarter. Sophomore quarterback kicker Freddie Akers was called upon for a field goal try that went wide left. Aggies quarterback Roddy Osborne was looking to kill the clock in the last 2 minutes when he tried pass from inside Hall's 20-yard line. Conservative coach Bear Bryant steamed on the A&M bench. Arkansas defensive back Don Horton picked it off, and set it sail for the far goal line. Osborne, with help from halfback Taylor, caught up at A&M 27-yard line, which years later prompted Osborne's great line. Horton was running for a touchdown, but I was running for my life. Hogs pushed on to first down at 13-yard line, and then Bob Childress appeared to break open that goal line, but David, defensive back Crow, Heisman winner and waiting, seems to arrive out of nowhere to make interception of quarterback George Walker's labeled pass. Next, the Clemson Tigers beat Rice Owls 20-7 as Big Tigers line wore down Owls in second half after the Rice took 7-0 lead second quarter on his 8-yard touchdown pass for quarterback King Hill to end Gene Jones after Hill set up touchdown with 19-yard run. Clemson struck back to tie 7-7 by keeping ball 14 plays or nearly all of the remaining 8 minutes of the half. Quarterback Harvey White knotted it with 20-yard fourth down pass to end Waddy Jordan an extra point. So Clemson took the second half kickoff. Rolled 72 yards to the pay dirt on touchdown pass by White, who re-entered the game on 4th and goal at 9-yard line. Tigers defense pushed back 2 Rice penetrations that died inside 20-yard line in the second half, including guard linebacker John Gordigan's leaping interception at own 5-yard line. Clemson wrapped it up with an 85-yard all-land cruise that ate up 9:21 of fourth quarter as fullbacks Mike Dukes and Doug Klein and halfbacks Bill Mathis and Sonny Quisenberry authored run damage. Next, UCLA defeated California by score of 16-14. UCLA beat California by score of 16-14 as Bruins were on the verge of all but locking up a game with 3 touchdown margin early in third quarter when tailback Kirk Wilson fumbled away a ball at California 4-yard line. Given this reprieve, Golden Bears romped 59 yards to trim the discrepancy to 13-7. Cal quarterback Joe Kapp threw a 22-yard pass to end Mike White to help halfback Jack Hart blast over from 2 yards out. Kicker Wilson, who had never made full field goal in high school or college, booted a 33-yard field goal to extend UCLA's lead to 16-7. Earlier, UCLA and Dick Wallen had pounced on a fumble at Cal 9-yard line, so in opening 5 minutes of game, sophomore fullback Ray Smith threw a block for tailback Don Long to score. Smith, who started to injured fullback Barry Billington, had scored second quarter touchdown on a 6-yard burst up the middle for 13-0 lead. As the edge of speedy Golden Bears, sophomore fullback Jack Yerman sprinted for 5-yard touchdown halfway in the fourth quarter, but Cal halfback Darrell Roberts lost fumble while trying to field punt on a full run at his 4-yard line. This turnover, fourth suffered by the Bears, ruined their comeback bid in the last 5 minutes. Oregon beat Stanford 27-26. Oregon coach Len Casanova surprised Stanford by opening game with 2 wide receivers set, operating quickly without huddle, one of the rare times it was tried in that era. So Ducks went 72 yards on first series to 5-yard touchdown run by halfback Jim Shanley. What ensued was offensive warfare raged without turnovers, as teams traded touchdowns in every quarter. In first quarter, the Indians received 73-yard touchdown pass from quarterback Jack Douglas. Halfback Jerry McMillan and Douglas followed at 11:23 of the second quarter. A 6-yard touchdown throw to fullback Chuck Shea on fourth down gave Tribe his only lead at 13-7. Web flips came right back on quarterback Jack Crabtree's first of 2 touchdown sneaks to retake 14-13 edge in the last 5 seconds of the second quarter. Shanley caught 17-yard pass to Stanford's 8-yard line after second half kickoff, so that Crabtree could call his own touchdown sneak again. Morris scored 2-yard touchdown early in the fourth quarter, but missed the kick to leave it at 27-20. Less than 5 minutes from the end, Indians end Gary Van Golder caught Douglas' 3rd touchdown pass, but halfback kicker Al Harrington, under rush pressure from both Oregon ends J.C. Wheeler and Ron Stover, missed wide with tying extra point. When the Indians reached the 8-yard line last minute, Stanford coach Chuck Taylor ruled out field goal try because Harrington, his only capable kicker, was out of lineup and eligible to return. So Douglas tried the 4th down pass, but was smothered by guard Bob Grotko on game's last play. So that concludes a look at the week that was, November 2nd, 1957. That's week 7. Games that were played on November 2nd, 1957, week 7. Now let's look at the AP poll as of November 4th. You had number 1, Texas A&M, number 2, Oklahoma, number 3, Auburn, number 4, Michigan State, number 5, Iowa, number 6, Iowa State, number 7, Navy, number 8, Army, number 9, Tennessee, number 10, North Carolina State, 11, Michigan State, Arkansas, number 12, Oregon, number 13, Mississippi, number 14, Notre Dame, number 15, number 16, Duke, number 17, Mississippi State, number 18, Georgia Tech, Missouri, number 19, number 20, Virginia Military. Once again, the AP poll look at this as November 4th. Number 1, Texas A&M, number 2, Oklahoma, number 3, Auburn, number 4, Michigan State, number 5, Iowa, number 6, Ohio State, number 7, Navy, number 8, Army, number 9, Tennessee, number 10, North Carolina State, number 11, Michigan, number 12, Arkansas, number 13, Oregon, number 14, Mississippi, number 15, Notre Dame, number 16, Duke, number 17, Mississippi State, number 18, Georgia Tech, and number 19, Missouri, and number 20, Virginia Military. So it concludes a look at the games that were played on week 7, November 2nd, 1957. This was the week that was College Football History Review, the 1957 college football season. I just talked about the games that were played during week 7 of the week that was November 2nd, 1957, the first Saturday in November. So if you enjoyed everything that I talked about, please like, subscribe, comment, on this channel. I'll do a video of this magnitude of this part series tomorrow. Until then, talk to you tomorrow.